In this video, I'm going to quickly go over how to align objects together. And this is really helpful, right? You've got control over all of the pixels on your screen. So being able to arrange your objects succinctly and with each other is a really important skill with Illustrator. So for example, if I have these series of objects, what I can do is draw a selection around them. So I'm in the black arrow or the direct selection or the selection arrow. And when I select them, I'll see this align menu either on the side here or up top, or I'm going to go to Window and Align just to show you the full menu here. If you don't see this area on the bottom, that's because, again, Illustrator likes to hide its menus. So I'm going to click on the little hamburger here, and then I'll see Show Options, and it'll reveal this down below. Now, if Align To is selected on selection, it's going to change how the objects are aligned based on what you've selected. If you choose Artboard, it's going to align the objects based on the artboard. So first I'm going to go over selection. So if I have these three objects selected and I click on this first row, it's going to align them based on their middle points. And if I wanted to have them centered, such as if I select these three objects, I can align them this way. Now, if you select these and I do the center, they're going to all group on top of each other. Now, say you have a bunch of objects like this, all kind of arranged out here, and I select all of these and I align them vertically. What I can then do is distribute the space between them equally. So if I click on this horizontal distribute, it'll arrange that space equally between all of them. Same thing with the other way. If I select all these objects and I distribute the space equally here, and then I go in and I align them this way, then you can see them come together. Now, what if I want an object to be centered on my screen? What I can do is use the same tool. So say I've got this object in the corner and I'm like, I want to move it to the screen. If you have your smart guides turned on, you should be able to see it snap, but sometimes it gets a little confusing. And this is where I like to use the align menu. So if I have this and I choose align to artboard in the align menu, and then choose center and center, it'll align it directly in the center of my artboard. Now this works unless you want to, for example, have your objects in a grid. And what's nice is you can see this sort of pop up, the smart guide, these pink arrows pop up, which show you the sort of equal distribution. But if I want this aligned in the center, what I need to do is group them together first. So I can right click and go to group. And now if I align in the center and align in the center, that'll work this way. And so say I had two of these together or three of these together, and I'm holding down Alt or Option and dragging it out. Say I wanted to group this in the center or move it to the center. If I select everything and try and move it, right, they're all going to go in the very center of each other. And so I need to right click and group again and then center, and now it'll be centered in space. And so this is one of the methods of gridding or grouping objects together. There's other ways to do this. This is one of them, but definitely practice using the align menu. And again, you can also use it on the side if you didn't want to open up this main window, and you can click on the more options and you'll see that full menu here as well.